Okay, today we are going to take a look at a website called, and I want to do a video, but it's an invitation. So after you go to the site for the first time, you'll put in your email address and they will contact you when you start going on and posting. I believe it took about a week to 2 weeks to get the invitation, and now I am in the process of signing up. So I'm not sure how many videos this will be, maybe two or three, going over Pinterest. Now, first off, what is it? Of course, this is the I just logged in, and this is the screen it gives me. And what Pinterest does is it allows you to make sort of very visual boards or sort of push boards or bulletin boards where you can pin images from different sites all over the web for reference, a visual reference, which then of course also links back to the site. So it's a really interesting and visual way to sort of categorize information that you usually would want to go to, sort of like very visual bookmarks. So like I said, I just signed up, and this is the welcome screen, and it's asking me to click on a few things I like, so people I'll follow. So I'm going to click on some things that are of interest to me. Geek, kids, photography, travel. I think that's plenty of stuff. Now I'm going to click follow. So apparently it's choosing the people that I'm following. You're now following some people who you think you'll like. So this is interesting. And then something down here is you're also following 19 friends, because when you log in with your Facebook account. So it sees here a bunch of friends that are on Facebook that are also on Pinterest, and it's interesting that their likes are also my likes. I guess it makes sense, right? Some of their likes are like my likes. The next thing it's asking me to do here is create boards. So let's click on this, and I'm kind of just doing this along too. I haven't signed up for this account yet, so I'm sort of learning as I do this video. Now we want to create your first pin boards. Now again, your pin board is sort of like this, bulletin board, this, visual representation. So I think I'm going to put in street art, photography, design, geek, dad stuff, home ideas. Let's add another one. Comic books and educational tech. And I think we can add more later, so we're just going to go with those for right now. And we will hit create. It's creating my boards. Now it's going to ask me to install this Pin It button. I had read about this. This will allow me to, when I'm on other sites, click this little Pin It link that'll put it in my menu area up here, so that I can sort of just click the button and pin things. So I'm going to go ahead and install this. I believe I could just drag it up and drop it in my window up here. Now I could pin that. So there's that. And we'll look at that later, I'm sure. Okay, so I did that. Now let's say start pinning. Now, as you can see, this is what Pinterest looks like when you first get to the site after you've done logging in, and you're seeing all these bulletin boards, these boards that people have created, and these are all things I'm supposedly interested in. A lot of fashion stuff that I'm kind of surprised about, but I'm sure we can get rid of some of that stuff. But of course, there's some home-related stuff and some design-related stuff and furniture, which is interesting to me. And I'm sure we can unlike and like people as we go along. So here's our initial screen, and then from here, what we'll do is we'll go along and we can add our own interests. But if we look at one of these things here, we could pick this poster, and it'll show this, and then I can sort of put it on my site if I want, or pin it for myself. We'll look at that later. So let's go on to